Hey everybody, I'm on Wisdom here. It is Sunday, March 31st, 2013. Basically means it's Easter. Tomorrow, April Fool's Day. Not sure they line up that way very often. But if you recall, a while back I started a blog poll. It was, would you like to see Beyblade content on the channel, on the blog, basically referring to battles, unboxings, reviews, things like that. Where that came from, while recording Skylander Spyro's Adventure, just had a ton of requests to do it. And the cool thing is, my nephew actually got into them. That's why these three are actually here. This is kind of something put together for Easter for him. And now that he's found them all, we can kind of take a look at them. We're actually going to go ahead and get started with Beay Lynx. This is the new Sparks FX. It's basically got the holographic face bolt, a little bit more vibrant on the color schemes. Don't have any standard bays up here, but they're, not quite as flashy. Beay Lynx AD145WD is going to come with the collector card. As you can see there, the assembly tool, the ripcord launcher. And on the back, we've got the face bolt. Energy ring is Lynx. The fusion wheel is Beat. Spin track is going to be AD145. That stands for Armor Defense, which creates a strong, solid base that can withstand hits. And then the WD Performance tip, which is Wide Defense tip for endurance. The stadium here is Fire Fuse Dark Helm. We've actually got that one. If and when we get to film some, endurance runs or battles, that's probably what we'll be using. But I'm going to go ahead and start cutting it open. And what I will do, the cool thing here is my nephew is actually here to walk through King. And he can provide some background for you on Beay Lynx. So can you tell us who is the owner of Beay Lynx in the cartoon series?
Johannes.
Alright, and what does Johannes do? Kind of give us like a little background on his personality.
Well, he's a bad guy, but he says meow a lot.
Yeah?
Like, he'll say meow and then say a sentence.
Alright. So he's probably pretty memorable since he does that before every conversation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And tell us about, as we take a look here, you can kind of see what they've done this time. Even the assembly tool, the ripcord, and the launchers are actually kind of brighter colors. In this case, for Beay Lynx, it's actually kind of a hugger orange, kind of a little medium blue, and then yellow on your assembly tool. But while we take this out, why don't you tell everybody, kind of run through some of the battles that you remember from watching the cartoon.
Well, one time he battled Jenga, and basically in the end, Kiyoya came in and beat Johannes, and then he was, and so yeah.
And so Kiyoya, that is Rock Leone, is that right?
No, Fang Leone.
Fang Leone, okay. As you can see, it pays off having an expert on the side to avoid costly mistakes like that. Any other notable battles you remember?
Yes, in the Chinese Tag Team Battle Tournament, I think it was round 3, Kiyoya battled Johannes and won.
Yeah. Does he have a arch rival or a trusted ally or anything like that?
The Beay Fists are good friends with him.
Yeah. And as far as a rival, would you say there's anyone that stands out above the rest, or are they all kind of on even ground? Or?
They're kind of even ground. But if I had to pick one, I'd say either Jingo or Kiyoya.
Yeah. Do you think he's battled with Kiyoya a little bit more than Jingo?
Yeah, because in the end of Jingo's battle, Kiyoya stepped in and beat Johannes.
Yeah. And so Beay Lynx, as my nephew said, is owned by Johannes. We've got it here. They're a little tough to put together sometimes. I'll probably come in, tighten everything down, but this gives you an idea of what it's going to look like. Again, the holographic face bolt. There's a look at the energy ring. It's kind of a solar color scheme, orange and yellow, translucent on the yellow. There's a performance tip, kind of a sky blue. Spin track's kind of a translucent green. What do you think of it?
I think it looks pretty cool, but in the cartoon, you probably know this, but they don't have spark effects bays in the cartoon.
Yeah. Now, in terms of regular old Beay Lynx, which we have yet to actually add to our collection, you know what it looks like, though, from the cartoon, right?
Yes.
Would you prefer standard Beay Lynx, or do you like the Spark FX look for Beay Lynx?
I kind of like the Spark Effects one, but on one version of him, I think you can change the spin track level,
Yeah.
to make it look like Flame Bixus.
Oh, the 230?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the cartoon, they can.
Alright, so through the power of editing, I've taken the time to actually get Beay Lynx put together. My nephew's got him in his hand down there. What we plan to do, I'm not going to do it today, kind of a time crunch, but essentially what I want to do, just as a baseline for all the bays, is probably when we unbox them, actually go ahead, launch them solo into a stadium, just the late model generic ones, nothing flashy. And just kind of see how long they spin. I'll actually have a stopwatch on hand. We'll document all that, kind of archive it, see what we can do with it. But again, this is the Spark FX Beay Lynx. Picked this one up. I think I found it. It's Toys R Us. It might have been something I ordered online when they had a sale. Had it for a little while. I kind of held off on giving it to my nephew here for Easter. But what do you think of Beay Lynx in terms of just the aesthetics and what you think he looks like? Just in review.
Well, I like that green spin track. That's a pretty cool shape. I don't think I've seen it on another bay before.
Yeah. You think they did a good job picking the orange and the blue ripcord for the launcher and ripcord combo?
Yes.
Yeah. And so in review, basically, retail I think is $9.99. Sometimes they've got them marked up a little more. Sometimes you can catch them on sale. But you get the collector card. That's Beay Lynx here. They're packaged pretty well. The catch with these, they're kind of the traditional style, unlike these hyper blades that are pre-assembled. These you actually have to put together. But as you can see on the packaging here, again, it was BB-109B AD-145WD Beay Lynx. Again, bear with me, my nephew's been into it for a while. I've enjoyed playing with them. I'm not quite as intricate on the terminology just yet. But again, you get the face bolt, the Lynx energy ring. Your fusion wheel is beat, AD-145 on the spin track, and the performance tip is wide defense. So overall, that's basically what you get for Beay Lynx. I'd say it's money well spent if you're into this stuff. Real enjoyable. It's not very difficult at all to pass 30 minutes to an hour playing Beyblades. Obviously my nephew and I enjoy it quite a bit. You also do get instructions. I don't know if anyone ever takes the time to read them, but basically just shows you how to put them together. Granted, the packaging's really good. It kind of makes it foolproof unless you drop something. That said, you know, if you're a parent and you have trouble, your kid can probably show you the order to put everything, and just might need a little help tightening things down or getting it snugged up. But again, got it from Toys R Us retail. We'll just call it $9.99, somewhere around there. And like I said, stay tuned. We'll try to get a solo timed run in a stadium up. But again, before we sign off, if you recall, after we unboxed Lego City Undercover last weekend, I guess a week ago today now, Chase McCain is basically our Where's Waldo on the channel, and he is hidden somewhere amongst the rubble you see here on the pool table. We're not going to tell you where he is. We want you to find him, comment. Do you think he's got a good hiding spot this time?
Yes.
Okay, so my nephew agrees this is a pretty good hiding spot. It's definitely a step up from the first ones. I tried to make it pretty easy. But again, thanks for watching. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. As always, thanks for watching. A big special thanks to my nephew, who goes by what?
The Walkthrough King.
On YouTube, I have him as a featured channel, and I'll go ahead and in the video description box, I'll throw up a link to his channel. We got a few videos on there. Most of the time when I do multiplayer, he's who I'm playing with, and stay tuned for that. If he's ever in a video, I'll let you know. But again, thanks for watching. We're going to end this one, come in and tackle these two Hyper Blades, so we will catch you here shortly.